Good afternoon, team, and here I am. Today, I'm trying to bring a video in which I will discuss, the SPY volumetric trading, right? And why I want to discuss because these days we have lots of, like a drought of volume. There is no volume in the market, and this could be the reason, because there is less lot volume in the market. Every trade, if you look at, right, every breakout is a fake out, right? So how to trade this kind of market, that is what I want to discuss in this video, and I will show you with the help of Bitcoin, that how you can trade this kind of market, right? So um, all right, team. So when volume is not there, how you can trade at that time? So first thing you need to understand is when volume is not there in the market, then there is a chances, if you are trying to get, in the middle of the market, then there are chances that they can liquidate your positions and you will be the liquidity for the market, because there is no enough volume already in the market, and you are trying to open some position, and that is what the market is waiting for. As soon as you open the position, what they will do, they will try to do some fake outs, right? Instead of breaking below, they will just go up, and that is where you have like a tight stop loss, like some 100 points, sorry, not 100 points, like a 1 point, like a $1 or $2, that will be liquidate immediately. So you don't want to be stuck in those kind of trap. Now, how to avoid those kind of trap, right? So to do that, what I would suggest, like whenever the market opens, right, what you can do is, first thing is charting in the morning, right? So always look at 4 a.m. what 4 a.m. is doing, and the previous day. So these 2 days data you should supposed to have a mind, right? So first day, like suppose this was the entire structure of Friday in 15 minutes, right? So if I want to do trading on Friday, right, I should suppose to have some data in my mind. Okay, these are the high of the market and these are the low of the market, right? That is very important. Okay, so what you can do is, to draw that, first you need to figure out that what happened, exactly happened a day before. So if you look into the market, the day before we see a straight V shape selling up to here. And why up to here? Let me show you. So if you look at this particular point, right, which is a 591, look, do we have any kind of support in past? Because this volume was a crazy volume. If you look at each candle, if you try to see each candle, right, let me show you. Look at the volume. When I say volume, look at this point. So 180, 169, 657k, right? Look at this, 657, 176. The keep on selling volume was keep coming, right? So the selling starts at 11:45 a.m. and it ends until 5:45. So if I draw like around 4 hours, we can see a total volume of all these candles, right? So lots of selling occurred on previous day, and there are chances that when these kind of selling occurred in the market just because of news, then there is a speedy recovery, same like a V shape. So straight selling come and recover by V shape. And why it happens? Because there is a concept in the market of bears versus bull, and let them do the hard work. Like you do hard work, that's how you earn, right? So what bulls wanted, bears to do the same hard work that they did in bringing this momentum up. Because look at this bulls, how the bulls reach here. How bulls reach here? Look at this. So if I go back a little bit in the timeline, the all thing started right from here, right? I mean, look at their bulls hard work now. One day they did this, they did this, they did this, and then they were consolidating, right? And then goes up. So bulls did all this hard work, and then bears want to take their hard work in just one go with the help of news, right? And that is what they were unable to digest. So what they did, because the bulls were already doing lots of efforts and bringing this up, it means we have bulls is always exist in the market up to this point 583 and 584. So whenever the selling will occur on the basis of news, what all bulls will do, right? I mean, they will just, what they will do is they will just try to grab the position as soon as possible, and that is what they did. So they were waiting for this kind of sell off, and then they bought it immediately, right? But these kind of right structures are very dangerous if you do not know how to do scalping, because whenever the sell occurred, it always go back, it will not reach up to the high, and then it will come back again, and then again, like this. So this kind of a structure goes like this. So if you do not know how to do this kind of ranges trading, then you would always take loss, because you will try to sell here, they will go up, you will try to buy here, they will go down. So this kind of structure you should keep in mind that what they are doing, and these kind of retracements are there in the market always, right? So what you need to be aware of, whenever the straight selling occurred, what you should not supposed to do not just jump immediately on the first candle. However, what you can do at that time, you can wait for the market to see if it is making any retracement kind of stuff, right? So look at this, this is a 15-minute charting. So suppose the market starts selling here, this was a straight selling, right? So the straight selling, always there is a chances, because in the morning the market shows some buyers at this level. So when the straight selling occur, there was a chances possible that this straight selling will be immediately bought by the buyers again. The buyers appears again in the market, but they couldn't able to break this particular selling. So if I show you, then you can see why they could not able to break it. So look at the retracement, right? They tried the retracement. So what you can do is, the best way is just draw a horizontal line at this point. So what you can do is just mark the point. So look into the morning, that before this was a kind of resistance. So if I draw a line here, right, at some point this was resistance, right? So this level, so I, as I said, always have 2 days of data in the mind. Then there is a chances where they had previous resistance, you can see again selling from that point, right? Because here the market already showed that bears are strong. So they did the same, they did the retracement and then come back again more lower, right? So that's what I'm saying, like whenever you see a breakout candle on either direction, do not jump immediately, right? Otherwise there is a chances they can eat your position right away. So what you will do in that case, you will always wait for the retracement. So suppose in my case, if I want to take a position, I would definitely wait for this movement to go again up to where the selling starts. Maybe if it touch again here, I would have just buy in the third go, right? So I will show you this example in a Bitcoin in a few minutes. Okay, so one thing is clear. Second thing what I can suggest is, whenever you see this kind of movement, right, I know you love to use indicators all the time, but My concept is little different because those indicators are already exist in the market, and they knows that you will use indicator, right? Everyone has access, algos knows those indicator. So I don't use those indicator usually, right? However, you can use RSI, that RSI and VWAP. VWAP is always a good indicator, okay? Because if the stock is unable to holding a VWAP, then it's really bearish, and then bear is already started. If the bearish pattern started already, then they can just take all the positions to the point where the momentum started in past. So if you look at it, like when I say momentum started in the past, look at this, the 591, and why I was saying why it stops at 591. Look into the past, what exactly happened at this range 591. There must be some good buyers at this particular range. So if I show you like this, right, look at this momentum, this momentum, this range, right? I mean, look at this entire range. When I say entire range, uh, you can look at this particular range. At some point this was a resistance, right? So, and what I told you, the resistance always become support. So it took so many days in breaking this particular 591, right? And this that is the reason. It means that if the selling occurred like this, then the next support you can see in the market is 591. So that's the reason the market stops right here. And whoever the buys, because this was a breakout, this was a breakout, right? So at this breakout, there must be a good investors get in, like who are whales of the market, and that's the reason they again bought at the same level to do the dollar cost average, right? So this is one simple thing I wanted to tell you, that whenever the breakout occurred, you should always wait for the retracement, right? So now let me show you the live example of this in BTC. So look at this BTC level now, right? So okay, now this is a 15-minute chart. Again, how you can draw your charting, let's look for 4 hours what exactly it is doing. So what we can see is the if you look at the bigger picture, right? When I say bigger picture, right from here, right from this point, the Bitcoin made this kind of pattern, right? It breaks the trend line which was coming from the bottom, right? And if I draw a one more trend line from right from here, it is trying to break again, right? So this is how I started to look at the chart. So I draw a trend line coming from the bottom, which is break already into the 4 hours, right? So if I look at the pattern, the major levels in the pattern has not broken yet for the uptrend, but since past 4 hours I can see the Bitcoin is trying to, uh, it's a kind of, if I draw like this, right? It came in little downtrend, right? But it does some liquidity grab, and then it is trying to go up again. So what will be my approach at this point? How you will look? You are a scalper, right? So you are not a swing trader. So if I am a swing trader, then I would be patiently waiting for Bitcoin to touch these levels, 96,000. Why? Because I told you retracement concept, right? Retracement, come back, and then it goes up. It means we have good buyer sitting in this area, right? If I am a swing trader, I would patiently wait up to here. On this is 4 hour charting, and 4 hour chart I usually use for when you are a swing trader, right? So we make our mind like, okay, now we found that Bitcoin was in downtrend, but if it's break this line, it is trying to go up right now. So let's look at 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, what it is doing, right? Let's look at 15 minutes, right? So as I said, it's right now, this particular area I'm talking about. Let me draw this rectangle. So if you look at this particular range, this is a range right now where BTC is trading at this point, right? This breakout is done already. Here it was a breakout, right? So this will be a new support in this market right now. So in case if the selling started to occur, what should I do is I would try to enter into the market again at this point, which is somewhere near, if I remove this pen and try to select my, let me see, this range 105k basically, right? I will try to enter here at 105k. If the market goes down again, right now is 106 going on, right? So now you think, can it come 105? Not right away. So what you will do, you will go back and look for the 5-minute charting, because that is what your plan is. You want to do a scalping. What you can do is come back again and now look at the things will be more clear to you. So the market is still sideways kind of, because it is kind of uptrend but sideways. And as I told you that whenever the book the 4-hour trend line up, then it will be a breakout and then we can trade in the upward direction. But right now we are doing scalping, and scalping is very clear right now what is happening. Break down your trade, it comes up, a small retracement, comes up, small retracement, comes up, retracement, comes up, retracement, comes up, retracement, and then it will just break it out. So in this trade, if I want to enter, so think about your position where you can open. So I see at this particular point right over here, if you started to dig down further, what is happening? It starts at 11 a.m, right? And it consolidate until 1 hour. So 1 hour consolidate, and then you see new high at 120. It means the buyers are existing in this level, right? We do have seller as well, but as buyers did 1 hour consolidation, and that's the reason it came up. So I will try to find out the best consolidation zone of the market. So look at this particular. So I will, you can open position, but it's a risky, right? So I will try to look at target this particular area, because we had lot of consolidation in past, and the breakout occurred at this point, and then we have consolidation occur. So my buy zone will be starting from this point, and how risky position you want to open, right? So 105.70 will be my buy zone, right? That's all I can say. So what you can see is, once you decided your buy zone, you can just, what will be your stop loss in this? Obviously, because if this breaks, right, there was no consolidation in any consolidation in this particular area, no, because this is a straight buy, right? So in case if you want to open a position, what you can do is, this will be your stop loss at any cost. This will be a stop loss 105 and 573, because below that, if you look at it, there is no consolidation occurred. The straight it is goes straight and then straight 2 times, like it just goes like this. So if this particular section or this particular zone break, what will happen? You can see a good selling until 105 and 153 area. So this is a risk of how much? Suppose your position open here 800, and you can hold up to 584, like close to 600. That will be a stop loss. So I will not enter here. What I will do, I will just wait for this to retrace up to here in the middle, right? And then I will try to see, because here we see some liquidity generated by the wicks. So there is a chance it will just bounce back from here. If it does not bounce, then you can just cut your position immediately right here. And this is a scalping trade I'm telling you. Okay, so here if you buy it, this is like a discounted zone in the market, right, where you can see a good pump in case if it started to go up. And 300 points, this will be your, so the target will be this again, like more higher, right? So 200 is to 400. So if our trade got successful, then we have good chances it can go up to 106 and 470, where it is all time high going on, right? So and now what I do is, like, this is a consolidation going again. So what I can suggest is, one trade we can do is more riskier, because right, if this zone breaks this 106k, then it psychologically come back to this level of 105 and 700, right? So let me show you the what is 1 minute says of Bitcoin, right? So in 1 minute you can see it's not very supportable right now, and started to see some selling right in this area, right? This is all, it is started to make all, bearish zone for any new users. All right, guys. So there is a chances, from here we can see a good sell off up to this point, right? Because right now it goes up and then it's consolidating. So I will not open any position here for the down, or so what I will do is, because the action was bullish, so I will wait for market to come down, and I will only look for the buy side, right? Sell side I cannot look it, because now you see this what they are doing. They are doing the same thing. They are coming up, consolidating, going up, consolidating, going up, come down, and then again consolidating, going down, come back. They can do this. So because right now this particular zone is, they have make it for buyers, right? So all you have to do is wait until it's come back to this zone, right? You can buy here, here, and here, right? But I would be interested in buying at this. I mean, I can buy here if it comes to 106k, and then take a stop loss of not very much, but 14-16 point I can take a stop loss. I mean, this will be riskier trade. Second point will be this, because it has more consolidation at this point, right? If you see this structure right here, right, this is the second, or this will be the best zone to buy, 105,700. I'm pretty sure that when the market comes here, it will just go up immediately, right? So this is how I trade. I try to look for where the consolidation is, try to find what trend is the market right now, and that's how I started to open the position. And you can open swing, scalp, and any kind of position by looking chart into this way. Alright, guys. So this is what I applied during trading. So what you can do is, you can look for the chart more and try to see if this concept is implemented for you or applicable for you, right? So because now you see this, they generated the liquidity, because as soon as this breakout occurred, there must be lot of seller started to get in, right? And this is, once it's done, it means like it's dangerous right now, because the liquidity is already generated. There is chances that the sellers will come and we'll see a one more push towards up. Okay, so we should always think in both direction, not just one. All right, guys. So for today, I think this is the best I can do in providing the insight, how I look at the market, how I look at the structure, and then how to trade those kind of structure. So always, look for the cheap premiums. So always look for the cheap premium from where the momentum started in the previous day or the same day or within like 15-20 minutes. Always look for those zones. where the buyers enter, right? So, and do not try to just get in because at this point you don't know whether it will just break higher or break lower. But if it's break higher and sustaining, then this new zone will be acting like your permanent support. Okay, so that's it, guys. And I can show you again that I told you, right? They will just keep doing. They're just right now at this point. They're just hitting the stop loss of every single buyer or seller. Because think about it, like someone has sold here by looking at these candles, right? So market, what market will do, it will just come little bit, and is there no volume in the market, they will take your position and then try to break it above. You close the position and the market liquidation is done. So the position will started to come back. Okay, all right. All right, guys, for today now, it's this is what I can think of. So if you like the video and you want these kind of educational video, let me know. I will try to make one more. Thank you.